Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to learn how to run large language models, or LLMs, directly on your laptop using LM Studio. LM Studio is the easiest way to use local open source large language models. You can get started without any coding knowledge at all. It's super simple, with a beautiful interface. I'll show you how to install it, provide a brief overview, and focus mainly on the new features. The most exciting new feature is the ability to run multiple models simultaneously, and it's incredibly simple. I'll demonstrate exactly how to do it. If you don't already have LM Studio, it's a fantastic tool you can download at LM Studio. They now have Mac, Windows, and Linux versions, making it super easy to download and install. Simply click your operating system, download, open it up, and you're ready. This is LM Studio. The main bar here lets you search Hugging Face for any large language model you want. For example, I can type in Mixel, hit enter, and see all the available Mixel models. LM Studio is amazing for beginners in AI because it makes everything so accessible. For instance, here's the Mixel Blow model, showing its number of likes, downloads, and its release date, 97 days ago. On the right side, it gets even cooler. LM Studio can estimate whether a quantized version of the model will fit on your computer based on your system specs. It might say, likely too large for this machine, but GPU offload may be possible, or indicate if full GPU offload is optimal. LM Studio has added tons of documentation into the app itself, making it even easier. You'll find tooltips explaining options like 3-bit and 4-bit quantization with links to more in-depth documentation. When you're ready to download, simply check the file size, say 15 GB for mixed 8x7b, click Download and watch the download bar fill up. You can view the download speed in real time. LM Studio allows you to search any model on Hugging Face, making every option accessible to you. Moving on, if we click on the AI Chat tab on the left, it feels very similar to ChatGPT, but for local models. This interface lets you try different models. For example, I've loaded the 2 billion parameter Gemma model, which is small enough to avoid lag while recording. Once loaded, it automatically detects the preset needed, though you can choose from other presets if needed, with various sophisticated settings on the right. Let's try it out. I'll type, "Tell me a joke." The response is fast. What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick. On the right, there are numerous new features like branch conversation, which lets you duplicate and branch conversations. This is great for testing and QA. You can copy, edit, delete, or regenerate messages easily. If you get a long response that doesn't fit within your context window, you can click Continue to keep it going. At the bottom, you'll find helpful details like the time to first token, speed in tokens per second, CPU threads, GPU layers, and more. Advanced configurations are available too. For instance, on Apple machines, you can enable Apple Metal support, which speeds things up. I tested it with 20 tokens per second without Metal and 73 tokens per second with it, showing how built-in hardware acceleration can improve performance. One of LM Studio's most exciting new features is the Playground, where you can load multiple models simultaneously. I've loaded both Gemma and Mistral. Gemma loads quickly due to its smaller size, 2 billion parameters, while Mistral takes a bit longer at 7 billion parameters. You can see RAM usage, which is helpful, 7.32 GB out of my 32 GB. I could theoretically load 10 models simultaneously and have them collaborate. The new JSON mode allows you to set models to output in JSON, ideal for building applications. I've found this feature to be quite effective, especially if you specify JSON output directly in the prompt. LM Studio even supports running models in parallel on powerful machines by disabling sequential sending. This makes a big difference. On my laptop, both models run simultaneously. There's also a throttling feature to manage CPU usage when running multiple models. Throttling can be set from 0 to 100% to prevent lag, and it's defaulted to 50%. LM Studio supports APIs, so on the Playground page, you can start a server with endpoints for models and completions that mimic the ChatGPT API. With multiple models loaded, you can use different endpoints for completions on specified models. You can identify and use specific models for tasks, all loaded into memory, which streamlines the process. LM Studio has also partnered with Autogen, another excellent agent framework. This integration allows you to specify a model per agent and power agents in parallel. It also works similarly with CrewAI. In summary, LM Studio is designed to make working with large language models locally far more accessible by simplifying every step involved. Typically, setting up these models requires familiarity with programming environments, knowledge of dependencies, and hardware configurations, which can be daunting for many users. LM Studio removes these complexities by providing an intuitive graphical interface that handles everything from downloading to managing models. By streamlining the setup, LM Studio allows users to bypass technical hurdles. It automatically takes care of installing necessary libraries, handling model formats, and optimizing performance based on your computer's hardware, whether using a CPU or GPU. This means users can avoid the technical details and focus on actually using the model. Ultimately, LM Studio bridges the gap between complex machine learning operations and the average user, making it possible for anyone, regardless of technical expertise, to easily download, configure, and run powerful language models on their own devices. If this video helped you out, feel free to buy me a coffee using the link in the description. This will support the channel so I can keep making more videos like this.